Yeah, what's going on? We back, right? We're back. Are we back? You scared little bitches, man. Welcome to the breakdown, episode four. I was about to say 444. 453. Yo, 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 yo. Mic check 1 2. Yo, I was trying to find a song. I was trying to find this song today, and I just couldn't find it. It was a Biggie and Busta, and that shit was ridiculous. I was listening to it yesterday when I was working out. Welcome to the breakdown, episode 453. Sponsored by Gemini. Shout out to Gemini. Gemini. Follow Gemini. Follow Gemini. Follow. Follow Gemini Trading as well. There's a poll up right now. Bo, come on, Bo Bros. Let's go. Let's go. Get your shit up, bro. And powered by G Media, of course. We'll talk about everything that's going on. Waiting for a really special guest. He might be way too famous. He might be way too famous to come on to these shows moving forward. We'll talk about what has happened with a company that he was a part of, that now is a part of another company. It'll be really cool to go ahead and talk about how all that came down. But yeah, I'm hold on, let me just what's up with my cameraman lately, man? The fuck? What's up with the camera? Jesus Christ. Camera, come on, camera. Come on, work with me, man. Work with me. Work with me. Work with daddy. Work with daddy. Okay. That feels better. I don't know. I think it's better. Anyway, listen, I got my Joshua. I haven't even sold a single token of Joshua, man. A single token of Joshua I still hold, and I probably will still buy up some more bags, man. You guys don't want it, that's fine, man. These are my conviction plays, bro. These are conviction plays for me. These are conviction plays. Speaking of conviction plays, what is going on with you guys, man? I come back. I'm really not tweeting that much. I'm not posting. I'm just reading, like I said last week. And you guys are panicking again. Again, the panic. Oh my God, Germany's selling. Who gives a fuck? Germany's taking another L. Who cares? This is a marathon. This is not a sprint. This is a marathon. Stop shitting yourselves. I swear to God, every single time there's a fucking pullback, you guys start shitting yourselves. You question all the moves that you've made. Everything. Grow some fucking balls. Grow balls, bro. Holy fuck. By the way, I want to also say this because I've seen this on my timeline. I have a bag of Geki, but you guys went and took my video and misconstrued it completely, man. It was really like, bro, I just hold a bag. I hold a bag. I happen to like it, but like, that's not an endorsement of any kind. So don't do that. That's not cool. It's not an endorsement. It's really not an endorsement. The only thing that I've ever really said buy on is Bitcoin. That's it. If I ever were to look up something that I say buy, it would be Bitcoin, because I believe Bitcoin is something that is super unique and has changed the entire landscape when it comes to finance and to onboard people and to honestly allow people to understand what the value of money is. So yeah, I just wanted to clarify that real quick, man. Let's not use my name to go ahead and pump your bags. I know how you motherfuckers love using my name to pump your bags. Um, that doesn't mean that I'm getting out of Geki. Doesn't mean. By the way, the Joshua thing was really fucking weird, man. The Joshua thing was really weird. I gotta show you some DMs that I've gotten. It's been ugly, ugly, really ugly. Yeah, I swear to God, Rec, I can't win. If I say that I like something, like if I don't say anything, I could say nothing and still get trolled. I love it though, like it's free advertising, but I can't say anything otherwise. Like I'm wrong. But like I'm just let me say these things. Don't put the words in my mouth, kind of thing. Like I'm not feeling that. Even though like it's still like, look, the neighborhood kids are not going to make me sell my bags. If I believe in something, I go into it. That's it. If I believe in something and I find or figure out some sort of thesis that might make me feel like this shit is about to go to different levels, then I'm getting into it. Period. That's all. That's basically it. By the way, if you're going to tell me about things like I felt like I was told something mad late and people wanted me to get into it. I'm not getting into anything mad late. Like I am nobody's exit liquidity. 2021 was a really good lesson. And if this shit goes to billions, God bless. I hope everybody wins. But I, for one, will not be anybody's exit liquidity. 2021, I was fucking Santa Claus and I gave out everybody money. My ass was everybody's exit liquidity with these meme tokens. Not with Bitcoin or Ethereum or the utility plays. I'm talking about with the memes and the derivatives of a dog. I'm not doing that this time around. I'm showing super patience. And I'm being very patient. Very patient. You know why? Because this this bull market and the bull run will last for quite a time. So I can be patient. The play will come around. And if it's meant for me, it is meant for me. If it's not, so be it, man. Congratulate people when they win. That's really it. That's my mindset. That is my mindset. Let me get my phone, by the way. I like to have my phone on me. By the way, by the way, I don't know if you guys tune in, but SMS has a really good show on Sundays. You guys should tune in and listen to this, man. Especially if you're into Solana and you want to know about Solana's ecosystem and you want to know what is coming next. SMS really breaks it down, man. So give him a follow, man. I would really give him a follow. And just tune in, see if you like it. Hold on just 1 second. And I just want to make sure that a guest is coming on. If not, then we'll keep it moving. Give me 1 second. Let me find out. Okay, he's coming on. All right. Ladies and gentlemen, happens to be a good friend. A good friend. I'm very happy for him because when the news broke out, I was like, oh shit, here we go. He finally did it. He made it. Well, he made it already, but he really did big things. Yo, what's going on, Mike?
There he is. What's up, David? What's going
Yo,
on, everybody?
you must be feeling good.
Oh, I'm feeling amazing, man. I'm feeling amazing.
Had it? Listen, obviously you guys go right on the NDAs and shit. So, but how did that feel? How did like how first of all, how long were you guys working on that?
Yeah, I mean, as far as like Wallet Guard is concerned, we've been building for about 2 years, and it's just been amazing building with the right team because there's a lot of groups out there that have a project that they're all working on, but I don't think there's any other team that dropped everything they were doing and moved to one hacker house for this amount of time to like hyperscale it, because it's so different when you're actually next to people that you're building with as opposed to working remotely. So it's just been amazing building with the right people, and not caring about the monetary side of things. It's really about changing the landscape for Web3.
How long have you guys been working on this deal with Consensus?
Well, Consensus was one of the investors in our first seed round, and that gave us the connection to MetaMask, because Consensus owns MetaMask. So we actually built a relationship for like the entire time that we were building out Wallet Guard. We were actually one of the uh, first approved snaps for the MetaMask snaps directory. So it's been awesome, like actually working with the team before we even got acquired. So it's kind of been something that's been, building up over time, and it's just amazing for them to see the value in what we're doing and to actually acquire us and the whole team. They didn't just get Wallet Guard, they got our whole team. There's 5 of us. So it's just been insane, bro. It's like a dream come true, like to scale to that point. Because this is the most beautiful part about it. So with Wallet Guard right now, the browser extension, we've got about 130,000 users that have this security through us. So MetaMask has 100 million users. We're literally 10,000xing our user base when it comes to bringing security to Web3, and that's game changing. So that's what I mean when I say like, it really doesn't matter like about the monetary side of things. It really matters about like we're changing the landscape for how security is being played in this space.
Listen, obviously, we've been a huge fan. We were partners with Wallet Guard since the beginning and stuff. G Media, shout outs to G Media, and shout outs to Leslie. I know she's watching. She's probably critiquing this
What's
entire
up,
interview.
Leslie?
No, but like to me, it's like it's nice. First of all, I'm sure. How much money did you save? Like, if you guys could calculate, and I'm sure this is a guesstimate, but how much money did you save people in the last 2 years with them having an extension of Wallet Guard on their systems?
Yeah, based on our numbers, on a conservative level, it was over $55 million, and $55 million that scammers didn't get because we exist. And I know that recently the Killer Whales TV show dropped, and we're on episode 4, the security episode that was shot about a year and a half ago. And on that show, I'm asked, "What have you saved your users?" And at that point, it was $5 million. So to think that within a year time frame, we've 10x'd what we've saved our users, it's mind blowing stuff, man. Like to actually build a product and see people, shouting us out, DMing us, talking on the timeline. We're not charging people money to use Wallet Guard. It's open source. It's free. But when we see those messages, we see those DMs, that's worth millions of dollars to us. That's like why we continue building and work with all these different communities. It's amazing. It's such a good feeling.
So when did you guys get the telephone call from Consensus saying like, "All right, guys, we're acquiring you"? Like it's
Yeah,
official, we're done.
a lot of the information like still needs to be, released publicly and stuff. We haven't released the actual acquisition amount or anything like that. We're going to
No,
be,
it's not even the amount.
yeah,
When it was like, it's more like, when did you get that phone call?
yeah. I
Like,
would say probably like maybe 4 or 5 months ago.
oh,
Things
so you
started.
all right? So this was already all right. So you guys got acquired 4 or 5 months ago. You just had to keep type lit, right?
Well, officially acquired this month.
Okay.
Nothing's official in the scheme of acquisitions until it actually goes through, because there's so much paperwork and back and
Yeah.
forth, which of course is obviously important, for the sake of security. It Consensus is definitely a heavy hitter, and what they're doing, which I think is amazing. is they're looking for the right tools, the right collaborations, because it's, at the end of the day, it's not about like, you know, actually acquiring just Wallet Guard. It's acquiring our team. It's acquiring the people that are behind the product. And I think that really shows a big difference, because there's a lot of companies out there that just buy other products out just to squash them, you know, and to
Yeah.
think that they're bringing us in and they're saying, hey, you know, when it comes to security, when it comes to, you know, the front facing stuff, you know, we want your input, and that's amazing to like build it in public and go that route, you know, as opposed to just saying, oh, Wallet Guard's done. No, Wallet Guard is not done. You know, we're gonna continue building and now bringing that to so much more people.
So Wallet Guard is not done. We'll still see the logo and everything, right?
Yeah, as of right now, everything is continuing as normal. Wallet Guard is going to continue operation. The extension, the MetaMask Snap, the security dashboard, everything's going to keep going. But now we're going to be bringing those security layers directly into MetaMask over the next coming weeks and months. So it's like enabling it's like enabling an antivirus for your wallet, especially if you're
Correct.
like a native user. You don't have to go out and get Wallet Guard and it's in MetaMask now. So it's game changing.
Well, people who use, let's say, like obviously it's MetaMask, and obviously a behemoth of a wallet, and obviously made by consensus. Will people who have Trust Wallet or any other wallets be able to go ahead and use or continue to use Wallet Guard, or is
Yeah. So
that?
so the way that the extension works is, you know, the Wallet Guard is not a wallet, right? So it's
Yeah,
it's not a token, it's not an NFT. You don't have to buy anything. So the thing is that interoperability is super important. So when it comes to the extension itself, you know, that works with whatever wallet you're using, which, you
okay,
know, again is definitely adding to that. Hey, this is Web3. What do I use? You know, you're onboarding somebody into crypto. The last thing that you want to deal with is a phone call from your friend or family member saying, yo, I thought it was a free mint. What happened to all my NFTs, right? Like,
yeah,
or I thought it was OpenSea.com, not OpenSea.io. What happened to my wallet? This is the exact reason why we made Wallet Guard in the first place. Instead of building for a singular wallet, the point was, hey, we work with whatever you're using,
yeah.
and that opens up a user base like crazy. So just logical in the beginning to do it that way, as opposed to like saying, hey, we're going to build for a specific chain. No, we want to work with all chains. You know, we want to work with all devices. So that's kind of how we got to this point. And we did it with a team of only 5 people. Like 2 years ago, Wallet Guard was an idea. A few months later, it was a link checker. And in the past year, we've done transaction simulations. We've done soft locking. We got the DApp store. We have wallet drainer kit detection. You know, to be able to constantly roll out these features is such a blessing, because scammers are multiplying by the second. You know, like
Yeah.
your security is not. So if we're kind of like leveraging it and saying, hey, let us be the chief security officer for your project, right? Like, talk about security through Wallet Guard. Because a lot of projects, what they do is they look for a chief vibes officer, right? They're not looking for a chief security officer. They're only talking about security once somebody gets scammed, once somebody gets their wallet drained. So if we're proactive about it, we're already building automatic KOLs. We're building an environment where people, it's a net positive to talk about Wallet Guard. It's a win-win for everybody in the space. Otherwise, look, bro, like we're in an echo chamber, right? Like everybody outside looking in is saying everything is a scam, and everybody here is just handing around the same, you know, assets back and forth. So I think it should really be able to change the sentiment for people outside looking in. And I think hopefully within the next 5, 6, 7 years, we're in a space that it is not a rite of passage to have had your wallet drained. Hopefully the people that are onboarded at that point never deal with that type of stuff.
By the way, we are joined episode 453, sponsored by Gemini, the good folks at Gemini, to keep my crazy ass here. Powered by G Media, another company that's keeping me here, even though it has my name on it, doesn't mean that I run it. Shout out to Leslie. We're joined by Michael, and the rest. Honestly, congratulations, man. Because when I seen it, like when I see the news break, I was like, that shit is fucking dope. I was like, that is dope and well deserved, because like you guys have been out here pushing it nonstop. I know what you guys have been through for the last 2 years, like how obviously y'all moved into one house, trying to push this item, build this product, and now you get to reap the rewards of it. The blood, sweat, and tears, right? Like I know that's cliche, but that's real. Like you guys really, really made sacrifices to go ahead and make sure that Wallet Guard could protect the people in this space, and it has,
Yeah.
and this is like legit. I don't sugarcoat shit, and I never sugarcoat shit. Wallet Guard has saved people. A lot of people I've known have been saved by Wallet Guard. Literally, how lazy is our space though? When it comes down
Bro,
to it, Mike,
I'm
how
gonna tell you,
lazy is our space with the millions of dollars that they have? How lazy is this space when it comes
I've,
to their assets?
I've done hundreds of Twitter spaces. I've done hundreds of podcasts. There's been tons of people that, I've been on Killer Whales. There's been so many different engagements that it's human nature to not care. It's insane. Like
So
it's
pause
kind of
real quick.
yeah.
You went to Killer Whales. I haven't seen the show. I'll watch it. I haven't had time, and I apologize. How many people? How many judges were there? 4 or 5?
There were 5 judges. Yeah.
Okay. Tell me about that experience, and tell me that like was there a point where you're like that you wanted to shake your head and say like you just don't get it kind of thing?
Well, I mean, it actually the show for us went really well. We got swims across the board, and
Okay.
the way that I look at it is like, if I'm given a stage, if I'm given a platform in order to talk about security, nothing else matters, right? Like
Yeah.
that person that I'm talking about it to, they could have, people could feel a certain way about that person, but that's not why I'm there. It's not because I agree or disagree with that person's opinions. It's because I have the stage to now help people. And that's really what it's all about: spreading information, good knowledge, and if there's an environment like what Killer Whales had set up, which, is technically like a beta test, was the first season. They actually just finished shooting the second season. So once I realized like, hey, they're going to be on massive streaming platforms. We're on Amazon Prime. We're on Apple TV. We're on Google Play. I'm on episode 4. You could watch it at any point. When you
You're
have
famous.
access, what's up?
You're famous.
I don't like to say that, but when you have access to a huge Web 2 user base that's going to be watching this show or might stumble upon it at some point, they might take a tip away that I dropped. They might notice that, hey, security in crypto exists, right? Like this is a real product. This is something that people have used and have already saved money in. So it kind of like, it's like a net benefit, just like using Wallet Guard, right? Like, why would I turn down an opportunity to speak on a stage or speak on a platform where we can really get the word out there? Now, this is going back to the human sentiment part of things. It is literally human nature to not care until it's too late, right? So it's the same thing with Web 2. Do you care about the files on your computer or the photos on your phone until you lose your phone or your computer doesn't turn on? No, you're not going to care about a backup until it's too late. This is the same issue with Web3. You're not going to care about using Wallet Guard or employing security until you get your wallet drained the first time. So the people that are winning are the ones that understand when you self-custody, you are your own bank. Banks have multiple layers of security, and you're stepping into Web3 and you're onboarding your friends into Web3 when y'all don't even know how to manage your passwords. You don't know the importance of an antivirus. It's a scary thought to think that we're expecting mass adoption to take place and millions of people to come in when they don't have their Web 2 together. So that's really a theme that we keep on going by: Web 2 before you Web 3. And there's different parts of Wallet Guard that, we're going to keep on going, like the Wallet Guard Academy. That's where we teach people about all this stuff, right? How do you set up your device the right way? What antivirus do you use? This is all important information that is literally not talked about at all until it's too late. Security is an afterthought, unfortunately. So we got to change that.
It's when the person loses $3 million, he's like, oh shit. Like it's the oh shit moment. Even if it's like $3,000, man. That's a lot of money to someone.
Oh, even if it's $10, I don't line and see people talking about their wallet being drained when we're making it so easy to stay safe, right? So we even got to the point where we were like, hey, You don't want to install the WalletGuard browser extension, even though it's on GitHub, it's open source, it's been checked and everything like that. You don't want to install the browser extension. No problem. Enable the MetaMask snap directly in your MetaMask. You don't want to use snaps inside of MetaMask. No problem. Use the security dashboard. We show you your wallet health. We show you your open approvals and all of your assets at risk in one place. You don't want to connect your wallet? No problem. Go to the WalletGuard Academy, where we tell you how to manually do everything yourself. There's literally no excuses. Like, how people give me excuses on why they're not secure, when it's just so easy to just enable it. It's mind blowing.
I hear it all the time, Mike. I'm like, why don't you use WalletGuard? I don't have time for it. I'm like, you don't have 15 minutes
Not
to
even.
set up. But like, it's more like, because like some people, fine. I know it takes 2 seconds, but I'm just saying you don't have 15 minutes to dedicate your time to setting yourself up from potentially having everything taken away from you.
Yeah. I mean, look, like, I want to feel good when I'm onboarding someone into crypto. And like I said, I don't want that phone call where they're calling me up and saying they just lost everything. So look, you might talk to your friends and family members about crypto. You might drop Magic Eden. You might mention Phantom. You might mention MetaMask. You might mention all these different tools. They don't know the right websites to go to. They don't know that some of the websites are .io and not .com. They're going to go and try to figure it out themselves the next day. And guess what they're going to do? They're going to go to Google. They're going to go to Bing. They're going to type install MetaMask. They're going to see a sponsored ad without paying attention. They're going to click on it, which is going to lead them to malware. And they're already going to rug themselves before they even get started in crypto. But instead, if you told them about WalletGuard first, we got the dApp Store, all the official links to all the wallets, all the dexes, all the bridges, everything in one place. So you know you're going to the right place. It's literally at the point where it's like you're kind of doing people a disservice if you're not mentioning security in any facet, right? It doesn't even have to be WalletGuard, but at least mention, hey, double check. You have a question? DM me. You're about to perform a transaction or go to a website, check the link. These are easy wins that no one talks about. It's insane.
What's the biggest scam you've seen in your 2 years with WalletGuard so far? What was the biggest that made you sit back with the entire team and go, holy shit, this was good?
Yeah, I would say towards the end of December, there were actually 2 different scenarios that happened. One of them was when the Ledger Connect Kit API was compromised. So what they did, actually pushed code to the repo, and the Ledger Connect Kit API was used on multiple websites, including OpenSea and Revoke Cash and all these different sites. So what ended up happening was someone pushed malicious code to the Connect Kit API, and all these websites automatically were using the Ledger Connect Kit API. And literally what it was doing was it was linking people to a wallet drainer. And you're going to revoke cash thinking that you're about to revoke your approvals. Meanwhile, if you're not using a security tool, because we caught it, right? We caught it within seconds. All of our users knew that even though they were actually on OpenSea or a real website, that they were actually about to interact with something malicious. Think about how many users just don't realize, and they think it's legit just because they're on a website that they're familiar with, and immediately getting wallet drained. So that was a crazy scenario. And that's why discussion about supply chain attacks are so important. This is something that a lot of people don't realize. MetaMask is really good when it comes to this, because not only are they transparent in terms of, being open source and stuff like that, but there's a lot of other parts to MetaMask that a lot of other wallets don't have. For example, the option to opt out of analytics submission. That's like a big thing for me. What if I don't want to submit my data? I just want to use your product. Perfect. At least Consensus and MetaMask give me that option, right? So the Ledger Connect Kit API exploit was huge. And there was also a scenario, I believe it was, there was some protocol. It might've been an NFT trader or something like that. Don't quote me on this, but there was a scenario where even people that were using hardware wallets, ledgers and Trezors, they were getting their Bored Apes and World of Women and all these blue chip assets ripped out of their wallets because of open approvals that they had forgotten about from years ago, right? So this also goes full circle back to education. What are open approvals? What's the difference between revoking an approval and disconnecting your wallet from a website, which, by the way, does absolutely nothing? right? A
Yeah.
lot of times on the timeline, I see people saying, I'm getting drained. What do I do? And the comments are, disconnect your wallet from this. That does nothing, guys. That's a local action to the device that you're using. It's not on chain. So if we take it back and say, how do we get people to understand the technology that they're dealing with when they're about to bring their assets into crypto, as opposed to one of their friends hitting them up and saying, yo, buy this coin, right? We're going to flip it. We're going to get into this NFT project. We're going to make a ton of money. So that's two ways that people get onboarded. And guess which one is the way that people get wrecked 99% of the time? Is when they don't understand what they're buying, when they don't understand the concept of the blockchain or what the purpose of decentralization is. So full circle back to education. This is how we can properly onboard the masses, by making it easier to not only bring your assets in to use on chain, but also to understand what the hell is going on, right? That's how you do mass adoption, not by scaring people
Absolutely.
away because they got wrecked and saying they're never touching it again. That's not how we onboard into Web3.
Welcome to the Breakdown, episode 453, sponsored by Gemini, powered by G Media. We're here with Michael K. Michael K is actually an analyst here and an announcer for the Yankees in New York. But we got Michael K here, who is literally trying to save your life here in crypto, along with everybody else, a part of Wallet, but obviously they were acquired by Consensus. It hit all, obviously, the press releases came out. I should have already congratulated you through DMs, but I was really happy for you, man. I was really happy for you and the entire team. Like I said, I know you guys worked extremely hard. Like, there's no other company, I don't think, that's out there, and I'm not blowing smoke up your ass, but I don't think there's any other company that's been out here that has dedicated their time to trying to be in every space, telling everybody, secure your asses. We have the perfect product. It's free. Just fucking download it. Like, it was, you guys made it very simple. Plus you have the whole, you guys got fucking tutorials on how to fucking keep yourself safe.
Yeah.
What are you going to do now? Now, I know that you've transitioned. So now you're the senior business development manager for Consensus.
Yep.
So what is that role now? I mean, now this is big boy shit now, man. I saw you got a haircut.
No, I actually just got my bun done.
Shit, he lied.
Yeah, that was a previous picture. So
you had the girls crying on the timeline.
No, there was quite a few comments about that. That was really funny. But
so what are you doing now? Like, what is your? I know you're pressed on time, but what is your position now with Consensus? Like, obviously, senior BDM and all that stuff, but particularly, what are you going to be doing? Is it the same thing that you did for Wallet, or are you taking it to new levels right now?
Yeah, so I think what I really love doing is, especially before I even went into Web3, was like project management, and also being able to, facilitate different crews and get people together in order to like take things to the next level, to complete a project, to literally take it from 0 to 100, right? So what I'm doing here at Consensus is, it's just my first week here. So I'm getting acquainted with all the different departments and, making the right contacts and trying to see who's in the marketing department, the security department, the product department, so that I can bring it all together, because the sentiment for MetaMask is down bad, right? Like, let's be honest. There are other wallets that are coming up, and there's a reason why a lot of them have a difference in how MetaMask is executing. So I think what it's going to be, I can guarantee you this, within 1 year time, we're going to make sure that the sentiment of MetaMask does a full 360. We need to make people understand why it's the most secure wallet, why it makes sense to use MetaMask because of interoperability and other things that we're going to be rolling out. So that's the key point, is making the product, especially for the front facing, actually work for the millions or hundreds of millions of users, as opposed to the super technical people, because the super technical people understand why MetaMask makes sense to use, and when it comes down to the security and the background of how it works. But 99% of people don't care about that. They just want it to work. They want a simple experience. They want it to be easy to interact with. They want it so when they do tell someone to install it, there's no questions, right? It's you jump right in, you get started, you're on Web3. So I think that's really what it's going to be about, getting my hand into pretty much all these different amazing people at Consensus and MetaMask that have been building out this beautiful product and getting it to the point where now the public realizes this is what we're rolling out. This is what's different. This is why we stand out as opposed to other wallets. I think you're muted.
Is Coinbase? Did you? Oh, I said.
Yeah.
Obviously, I know that Leslie told me you pressed on time, and I only have so much that I can talk to you about. Hopefully, we can bring you back on next time as well.
Yeah, definitely.
Or in the future, because security is really important to me. A lot of people ask me, "Hey, Dave, can you do more security segments on the morning show?" You know what? And I know it's the afternoon, guys. Relax. There's just summertime hours, but I said absolutely. You know, that makes sense. You know, there are a lot of people that are coming into the space that are looking to protect their assets. They don't care about, like, we have people that have been here in the space for 7 years and they don't give a shit. Like they roll around here not giving a fuck. There are people that are coming into the space and they want to make sure that their assets are protected. So, on with that being said, who do you think the biggest competitor is to MetaMask? Is it Coinbase wallet now, would you say, or is it someone else? Or like, you're not really looking at competition?
Yeah, I mean, I wouldn't say that there's competition, especially when it comes to like the security aspect of everything. I think the more builders in the space, the better for the entire ecosystem, right? We need more developers, we need more builders, we need more security to be in place. And this is why I'm actually happy that mass adoption didn't happen too quickly, because it gives people like us the time to build out these frictionless experiences to make sure that the security is there when the masses come in. Imagine there were 10 times the amount of people in the space and there were still all the scams and nonsense that we're dealing with right now. That would be detrimental to the bottom line for everybody. So, you know, I want to give a big shout out to everybody that's building in Web3. We can't look at each other as competition. We have to work together. And especially when it comes to security, right? You can't rely on a single source of information. There are going to be gaps between security, gaps that one security product covers that another does not. So I think we're really getting to the point where, you know, being able to work together is really the consensus here for Consensus, right? Like, let's there you go. but yeah,
I like that.
Yeah,
I like that. Work together. You imagine if this space worked together?
Can you imagine? It would be game changing. It would be game changing.
It'd be dangerous.
I want to give a really big shout out though to our brand ambassadors and our security advocates that have been building with us for the past 2 years, you know, contributing information and intel, cybersecurity data. Like, we all worked together, right? And that's the beauty of Web3, is when someone is unfortunately maybe getting scammed or someone is building a product. This is the beauty of Web3. We're all able to support each other, and there's not a bunch of bureaucracy and Web2 nonsense in between, in my opinion. So
that right there is a legend. Michael K. First of all, I do appreciate you. I'm very happy for you, the entire staff. I'll shoot you a DM. I should have shot you a DM when the news came out. I was super busy. I'll tell you what I was busy with. And man, listen, congratulations, man. You've done, you know what? You deserve it. So does your entire team. Because listen, I know you said you saved people $55 million. And that's a hell of a lot of money. But like, to me personally, and I know people will be like, you had a partnership or you had a relationship. No, it's just that I didn't see nobody else out there like you guys consistently on spaces, consistently talking about security. It was you guys. Every single time anybody mentioned security or they wanted to know anything about security, I would tell them, seek out WalletGuard. Because I can't name anybody else. I'm not even bullshitting unless right now I'm just coming off of the weekend and I can't, but I don't have a person in my head right now that I can say, or a name or a company that I can say, go to them for security. There isn't one. So big shout out to you guys, especially for working with everybody and not having no pride and ego to you guys. Like, that's one thing that separates you from a lot of cats out here in these streets.
Yeah, no, greatly appreciate that, man. That's what it's all about, man. Like, your comments, you know, the stage here and everything that, you know, we've done together over the past 2 years. it's like history for me. Like it's something I'll never forget. And this is why we build. This is why we got to the point that we're at, because of people like you and the communities that talked about us when people mentioned security in some way. We wouldn't have been able to do it without you guys and the communities and the support. So it's just the best feeling, bro. Like waking up knowing we built something that people actually got value out of, and a much larger entity realized that, and now is going to help us bring it to millions, tens of millions of more people. It is a win-win for everybody. And that's why I'm so excited on especially what we're going to be doing over the next year. So tons of stuff cooking in the background. Really can't wait to, announce a bunch of different things that we're working on. But, we're going to stay tight-lipped and make sure that once we do release it, that people know it's a game changer, that we're really changing the space when it comes to self-custody, when it comes to onboarding people, and especially when it comes to security, when it comes to being your own bank.
Give them a follow. Follow WalletGuard. Follow Consensus. Follow MetaMask. Guys, follow these individuals if you want to if you are right now. And I get a lot of people in my DMs like, what do I go for security? Right there, that gentleman right there, Michael K. He will be more than happy to help you. Mike, thank you so much for dropping in. I appreciate you a lot.
Thank you, bro. Thank you. Let's do a follow-up session in a few months and see where we're at.
No doubt. No doubt. Thanks, congratulations, man.
Thank you. Talk soon.
That was Michael. Love Michael. Michael's the man. He is, man. Happy to see him do big things, man. I really am happy to see when I seen that WalletGuard, let me hold on one second. When I see that WalletGuard, when I see the press release, I was like, man, that's big. That's big. That's $1 billion company acquiring, a company that's been working their asses off for two years, man. 2 years. They've been working 2+ years, maybe, working their asses off. I remember when G Media hooked up with them from the very beginning. Mike has been out there daily on crypto Twitter, Web3, whatever you want to call it. It's been in spaces consistently talking about fucking security. So I honestly, I sat back when I heard the news. I was like happy. I was really happy. I was like, good for them. Those are good people. Those are good people, and they deserve it. I'm not saying that there aren't others that. All I'm saying is this individual and that entire team did deserve it, and it's nice to see. It's nice to see when teams that build within this space get recognized. So again, shout out to WalletGuard. Good for you guys, man. I don't care how much money they made on the deal or how much they were acquired for. Doesn't matter. What matters is that if you guys have been searching for security, which I keep telling you guys, when I'm in spaces, I've always told you WalletGuard. First thing when anybody mentions security, when it comes to crypto-related items, NFTs, I've always said WalletGuard. I've always said WalletGuard. Even on this show, I've always said WalletGuard. But I do believe that a lot of you guys are super lazy when it comes to protecting your assets, and I don't understand why. I don't understand how you guys can be so lackadaisical when it comes to protecting your assets, whether it's Bitcoin, Ethereum, Pepe, whatever you want to go ahead and talk about. You guys are just so fuck it, YOLO, whatever happens kind of. That is just fucking weird. Anyway, welcome to the breakdown. Episode 1. Can you imagine 453. The Germans are dumping Bitcoin. Let me look at what's happening with Bitcoin right now. Let me fucking look. Let me look what's happening. Let me look what's happening. What is happening? Where do we stand? Where the blood clot do we stand? By the way, I got to look at one thing. I got to look at one thing real quick. Give me 1 second. I'm going to look at one thing here. Where is this shit? Fuck. Bro, really? Get the fuck out of here. That is some bullshit. That is some bullshit. Come on, man. Come on, man. That's some bullshit. All right, hold on 1 second. I gotta figure this shit out, man. It's crazy. You move your fucking camera just a little bit and all things go to shit. I swear to God, just move it a little bit and all things go to shit. I'm looking for something. 1 second. I'm looking for something and I cannot find it. Just looking for something and I cannot find it. Cannot find it. Welcome to the breakdown. So let's talk about you pussies being so scared of what's happening with Germany dumping Bitcoin. Who cares? Who cares? I don't care if they're dumping. How many times do I have to say this, man? I told you Friday. I told you guys on Friday, it doesn't matter because the institutions are going to pick it up. So I'm not going to scream. Yeah, I know you guys are expecting me to scream and shout and like fucking go crazy, but like fuck it. I personally know in my heart what I think is going to happen, and that is big time players are going to pick this up, scoop it up real quick, and that's it. And if it takes a few months, so be it. So be it. I was ready. Listen, I've said this from day one. I'm not a big fan of institutions, right? But since we can't market Bitcoin, then institutions, they'll do a great job to get this asset into people's hands. They'll do a great job with getting Ethereum into people's hands. And who knows from there on in? We've seen a Solana ETF application been put through. Like, we'll see all types of assets. We'll see all types of assets. My thing is this. I'm okay with this marathon. I'm okay going long term. I don't give a shit. If it takes 5 years for Bitcoin to finally hit like 250K, so be it. I don't care. I don't care. I'm not looking for instant gratification. You are. So I don't give a fuck. It's the same thing. I'm gonna make an example because I see Pedro Dinero in the goddamn chat. It's the same thing with Pedro Dinero. Same exact thing. So I'm gonna give you an example. The dog, Joshua, went ahead and hit $10.2 million market cap, all-time high, 10.2 million. It's now sitting like at $1 million, I think. I haven't even flinched. I don't care. I have a number literally written down here to when I will finally take out profits. Yes, at some point. Whether it's Pepe, Bobo, I don't care what it is. At some point, your boy's going to take profits out. Oh, absolutely. Make no doubt about it. Your boy's going to take profits out of Bitcoin. I'm going to take profits out of Ethereum. Your boy is going to take profits. Period. I'm not. Wait, you're going to take profits and I'm not? What is that stupid ass conversation that will happen? The fucking conversations that I get about I can take a profit, but you can't. Shut your mouth. The difference is that my ass knows that I am in conviction plays to where I believe they're going to billions. And I'm taking out in the billions. I ain't taking out in the thousands or in the minor M's like you guys are. Not me. Not me. Smack the hell out of you. Talk that reckless shit. By the way, I'm going to say this again because I said it earlier in the program. If you're going to send me a CA when everybody else is in and now I'm the last person going in, that's just weird energy. I'm out. I'll tell you that right on camera here. I'll tell you in your face. Just weird energy. Weird. I ain't going into anything. I don't give a fuck. If I could have made $1 million or $3 million on it, if me and you are friends and I'm getting that shit through third parties, or if I'm the last person to get in kind of thing, I'm out. It has nothing to do with pride or ego. I'm just not going in. I experienced that shit in 2021. I won't experience that. I'll take the money that I was going to put into that CA potentially and I'll throw it into Bitcoin or I'll throw it into Ethereum. There ain't no way. By the way, the Matt Fury metas, way too much, bro. I said Matt Fury and the characters will do well. Holy shit. You guys have just come out with like fucking every character. And even the characters don't even have a name. And you guys are just fucking making them up. You're making up the names as you're going forward with it. Fuck that. Don't even present it to me. I'm not even interested. I'm not even interested. Not remotely interested. I've been quiet besides the show, I've been quiet for a while now. I've been quiet for a while now just because I'm literally laser focused on winning. And I have been winning. I just keep my mouth shut, but I've been winning lovely. But I've been winning. Today, I'm just smiling because I've been winning lovely. I'll say this, though, and this is why I'm going to tell you guys. Make sure you do your research. Don't listen to anybody, including me. You guys listen. You need to go ahead and do your own research. And I know everybody says that. And by do your own research, go study these assets before you go into them. Don't just jump in. So I did my test study. I did my personal test study. I got sent 3 CAs, actually 4. I participated in all 4. Things that I didn't even research, but I basically went in based on the people. And I went into all 4, and all 4 went to 0. I didn't blame nobody. I didn't blame the people that sent me the CAs. I blame myself, that's all. But at the end of the day, though, I did it as a personal experiment to see, should I listen and continue to listen to myself because I've been doing well when I do my own research and I put my own pen to paper and look over an asset? Or should I go ahead and give it a try one more time and listen like 2021 and just listen to somebody and get into something? I did that. Didn't pan out so well. That's why, like, I'm telling everybody, I don't care who you are, I am not going into anything you tell me to go into. Period. I'll take you know what? I will take a flyer on it if I get into it the same way you got into it, at 20K. Otherwise, not interested. I hope it does great. I'm nobody's market maker. I'm nobody's fucking exit liquidity. Period. I'll watch your stream. I'll go ahead and watch your stream. By the way, thank you everybody from YouTube, Rumble, LinkedIn, wherever you guys are tuning in from. X, obviously. I'm still fucking, I don't know what's wrong with my account on X, but come on, X, you gotta lift whatever band you have on me. You gotta lift it, man. My voice needs to be heard. You gotta lift that band, man. I didn't mean to disrespect Joe Biden. I was telling the truth. I wasn't disrespecting him. I was just telling the truth. Oh my God, Rad. I can't no more, man. I can't, man. All these Matt Fury characters, man. It's crazy. They're all coming out the woodworks. I can't keep up. I can't keep up, man. I can't keep up. Is it over for crypto? It might be over for you, but it's not over for crypto. We haven't even got started, man. Like, I'm not going through the whole spiel again. You guys can watch the show on Friday. Watch the show on Friday, and you can go ahead and listen to my rant there. All right? You can listen to my rant there. Rad, how, Geki is fucking holding up. Geki is holding up. Yeah, put money on my motherfucking head, bitch. Come see me. I'll send you my fucking location. Motherfuckers, pussy. Come do it yourself. Come do it yourself. Come do it yourself, you pussy. You'll never come see me. You'll never come see me. Come do it yourself. We run that IP real quick on your ass. Don't worry about that. Good shit, Khabib. Good shit. We'll run that IP on this bitch. Come do it, though. Come do, you bitch. Come do. Come see me. Come see me. Come do it. Come see me. You don't want it. Come see me. Come do it. Come do it. I'll send location. Come do it. Я тебе, блядь, покажу. Come do it. Come do it. Я тебе, блядь, покажу. I promise to. I promise to. I promise your ass to, you bitch. I promise you. Come see me. Welcome to the breakdown. Sorry, it's chat. It's all the chats in one. I do apologize. It's all the chats in one. I forgot that, like, again, the chats are separated. The chats are separated, so you don't see people from Rumble. You don't see people from YouTube. You don't see a lot of things. So, but come see me, bitch. You think I ain't scared of, like, dick. I ain't scared of not a thing. I fear God. That's it. I fear God and God only. You will never put fear in my heart. Zero fear. Clown ass motherfucker, bro. Clowns. What a fucking clown. Yo, I'm so amped up. I am amped up. You don't want that. His name is Khabib. I'll smack him around. Put him in the ultimate choke. Ground and pound his ass. The problem is sometimes you got people that talk out of their ass online. My man, where's that guy? Where's Khabib? Keep that same energy. Keep that energy. Keep that energy. Welcome to the breakdown. Episode 453. I don't like that stuff. I definitely don't like that stuff. Coming at me with that energy. I'll show you energy. You won't like this energy. You definitely will not like this energy. Anyway, it's 2:05 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. We'll have more guests on this week because I'm not going to probably not be as busy as I am or as I was last week. By the way, the fight between Nate Diaz and Jorge Masvidal, that's probably the best boxing match I've seen in 2024. And that's crazy. That's the state of boxing, basically. If that's the best match that I've seen in boxing, then that gives you the state of fucking boxing. As for crypto, I've been buying the dips. I'm buying more positions. You guys are running. I'm buying positions. And I don't care. I don't care if you exit out, if you sell. I got dreams and visions of things that I hold going to the promised land. And I'm talking to not just a billion, but billions. So like I'm not with that weak shit crying, oh my God, it's over. Like I told you, bitches, if you can't handle this, go into stables. Go right into stables and hold. Because you obviously can't handle this. You can't handle this roller coaster that we're on. And this is an enjoyable roller coaster. I actually like this roller coaster. It's fun. It's actually a ton of fun. It is actually a ton of fun to go ahead and experience. Don't be scared, man. Don't worry. We'll be just fine. I think we'll be just fine. We'll make it out of here. We will make it out of here. I can promise that. Giga Chat on ETH. That's the one I'm with. Absolutely. I like Giga Chat on ETH. We'll make the comeback. It's okay. Like I said, I've been in things since I've been in assets that have been $1 million in terms of market cap, $1 million market caps. And they have taken a long time to do something. And then they finally explode. They finally explode. So like, that's why I'm not worried. I am not worried. Is everything going to win? No. Am I going to get all my calls or all my conviction plays going to be right? No. No. But I think they have a good chance because I think I've gone into positions that you look at it and you can see that, oh my God, this is something that has history to it and it has a community around it. Stonks? You go tell me that Stonks doesn't have history, doesn't have a community around it? It does. And the community goes beyond crypto Twitter. The community in Stonks goes beyond crypto Twitter. So like when I do my personal research, I look at everything. I look at the whole, can you market this? Can this be marketed to the general public? Not just Web3 or crypto Twitter. Can this be marketed to the outside world here? Not this little bubble that we're in, but the outside world. That's the thing that you got to look at. Wojak is another one. Wojak is slept on. I am a dickhead. I could have gone into Wojak very early, and I didn't. I fucking passed on Wojak because I started to think about how Wojak is a weak fucking meme. When in reality, Wojak is a well-known meme. So I fucked up there. And I think Wojak is going to be I think he'll do great. I really think Wojak will do great. I think Giga Chat will do great. I think Stonks will do great. Bobo, obviously. Pepe. Do I need to say more? Dodo, Sneeboo, Momo, Mumu. Fucking, I think they will do great. I think the 4chan memes, they'll do great. Brett's doing great on base. And they'll continue to do great. And they'll probably will hit, I don't know. I guess the estimates here are from anywhere from 20 to 40 billion. It probably hits those numbers. Because if Coinbase starts pushing Brett, that shit's doing billions. And I don't give a fuck what anybody says. I don't care if the dislike for Crash, I don't care about that. I see a young kid just pushing like crazy and you can appreciate it. It's cool. I'm cool with it. Hoppy. I got into Hoppy at 400K. 400K. I got into Hoppy at 400K. That shit hit what? 81 billion? 82? Hold on, it hit 82 million dollar market cap. 81, 82. My only regret with Hoppy is that I didn't get enough Hoppy. If I got enough Hoppy, I swear to God, I would go streaking. I'd literally go streaking. It was 3:00 in the morning. Me and somebody that I was talking to, I was like, I got to get more Hoppy. And I didn't pull the trigger on more Hoppy. I got maybe two eats worth of Hoppy, but it wasn't enough. Not enough. Not enough Hoppy. That and Dodo. Hoppy and Dodo pissed me off because I didn't get enough of either. Though I'm thankful for the last dip on Dodo. I'm thankful for the dip on Dodo. I'll say that. But on Hoppy, Jesus, man, oh man. Man, oh man. Anyway, welcome to the breakdown. Episode 453. Sponsored by Gemini. Gemini Trading has a poll out right now asking hold on, what are they asking? Let's go ahead and look at it. Hold on, hold on. Hold on. Hold on. Where is it? All right, so Gemini Trading came out with a tweet and said, which coin would you like to see on our exchange next, right? I think this is Book of Memes, Bobo, Mog, and Turbo. When the shit started off, Bobo was in the lead with like 60%. And now it's 89% Mog, second Bobo at 7%, and then Turbo and Book of Memes at 2%. I think Pepe wants to hang out with Bobo though. I think Pepe wants to hang out with Bobo. And Bobo wants to hang out with Pepe. Oh, what a mess they would make in the room. Oh, what a mess they would make in the room. What a mess. What a mess. What a mess. What a mess. It is what it is. Listen, at the end of the day, guys, hit the comment sections. If you want to see Bobo on Gemini, or you want to see Mog, or you want to see Book of Memes or Turbo, go hit the comment section and hit the polls and see, and let your voices be heard, man. That's about it. That's all I'll say, man. I am not interfering with none of this, but obviously Bobo holds a special place in my heart. That's crazy. I forgot you guys can't see the comments from like YouTube and Rumble and LinkedIn and all that stuff. And I'm literally like screaming at the people with the people talking from like YouTube and shit. My bad. My bad. I should have actually put it up here on the screen here. You know what? I will put this up here. You know what? I will put it up. Let me see if I can find it. Because there's a lot of comments. So hold on one second. Let me see if I can fucking find this. Hold on. So this came from YouTube. As I'm screaming, because you guys can't see the chats that I see. Some of you guys can. Only you. If you're on X, you can see what people are saying on X. If you're on, let's say, YouTube, you can see YouTube comments, Rumble, etc. You get where I'm going. I can see all of you guys. This is the comment that I see as I'm obviously talking. And this fake ass Khabib says this shit to me. And I'm like, yo, I'll send the location, bro, at any time. That's why when you saw me go ahead and get ballistic, bro, I was like, all right, let's go. I forget at times, like it's just not one station that I'm on here. That was like, yo, you want to play? I don't give a fuck about this podcast. I don't give a fuck about this channel right now. I don't care about this conversation. Exactly. You guys don't see, like I said, you guys don't see comments. Every day when I do this show, there are comments in here that come from other stations and you just don't see them. And I'm looking at it. I'm like, yo, I'm about to take off this tie and show, I'm going to show somebody something. And I know you guys thought I was just flipping out and shit. That's a crazy ass remark, bro. I'll get your IP. We'll get your IP, bro. We'll make sure to send it to the right people. And by the right people, we talking about law enforcement. We'll make sure. Nothing but a bitch. Yeah. Welcome to the breakdown. Welcome to the breakdown episode. Yeah, I'll send it to Nobu, bro. Nobu, I'm just kidding. I'm joking, trolling. Just trolling. Episode 453, sponsored by Gemini, powered by G Media. We had Michael K from Wallegard. Wallegard was acquired by Consensus. That was a cool thing. Shout out to Wallegard. We had a really good time, a really good partnership with Wallegard for 2 years plus. I'm sure like Leslie's handling partnerships and sponsors and all that stuff. I'll find out from her where that continues, but I'm happy for them. Happy for them getting acquired by Consensus and doing big things, man. They definitely deserve it. Definitely deserve it. And obviously talking about the markets, guys, don't be I said this last time, don't be shy, man. In terms of reaching out to some good people in this space and putting away your ego and pride and asking them what's really happening. Because a lot of people put out posts and tweets on here, talking about like it's over, and I did that on this title here just to fuck around. I've done it on Spaces just to fuck around, but in reality, crypto is going nowhere. We're here to stay. We're building. More clarity is coming. Big time names are working towards getting that clarity for this entire space. Just be patient. Show some patience, man. Maybe your friend made $1 million in 3 days. You're different. That was God's plan for him. It's not the plan for you. Maybe God's plan is for you to be here for the next 6 to 8 months. 6 to 8 months before you see any sorts of gains or profits. That's it. Maybe that's God's plan. God has a plan for all of us, man. God has a plan for all of us. I wanted to leave off with. I wanted to put in. I said this every single podcast or live show. I will end it with a quote that I think is dope. Quotes that I read a ton of quotes. I listen to dope ass podcasts every single day. I like to be a sponge, absorb everything to make myself better. So I'll pass this along. Here's the quote of the day. This is the quote of the day segment on the breakdown. A wise man once said, "Bees don't waste their time explaining to flies that honey is better than shit." I'll say that again. A wise man once said, "Bees don't waste their time explaining to flies that honey is better than shit." And I leave you with that. Thank you for tuning in to the breakdown. We are live here Monday through Fridays, every single day from, listen, we're going to get back to winter times, full winter times. We'll go back to 11:30 a.m. Summertime's different, man. I'm trying to see you know what? I'm going to put up a vote. And I'm going to put up this vote. If you want the show to come on at 11:30 a.m., we'll take it to a vote. We will take it to a vote. Either we will have we'll have the show start at 11:30 a.m. Eastern Standard Time, or we'll do it at 1 p.m. every single day. I'm going to put this up to a vote. You guys vote on it. And I'll do what the people want. But on that note, I read you the quote. You guys have a phenomenal day. For those who tuned in on YouTube, Rumble, and other channels, thank you very much. Appreciate you guys. My ass, like your ass, is out. And then once the Trojan horse gets in, everybody pops out. We must protect this industry. This is some fucked up shit. We'll have some other topics, right? Won't we have some other topics to talk about? Will we have some other? One cameraman here, and the light here. Like, can you not blind me here? On that note, I'm out.